Well, hello again, everyone. I'm Aurora Newton,
And I'm Angie Bailey.
and this is Ask the A Team. So today we decided to speak about timing. Perfect timing. Do we ever have perfect timing? I think God has perfect timing.
Always.
And sometimes we think it's our timing and it needs to happen right now. But if we just wait, His
I
timing
don't ever
is
do
more
that.
perfect. Me either. Ever. So I was thinking about, and Angie and I talked about this just 2 minutes before we started talking about my children and how when they were younger, particularly, they never had a filter. So they would run up to me and they would want an answer or they want to ask me something. And I could be in the midst of everything going on. And they would ask me something and my answer would be, no. Yeah. Or sometimes I would say, let me think about it, which to them meant yes, which would get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's so where I am at right now. My kids.
Well, we talked about that season, so
Yeah.
I've been in that season. But so we just want to talk about timing and maybe just give you some things to think about with that. Like if you do have something really important that you want to talk to someone about, gauge where they're at and what's going on in their life, and if there's something really important happening for them, or if they're getting ready to speak, or if they're getting ready to do a major event, it might not be the best time to come up and ask them something that could be a major decision.
Drop a bomb on them.
Yep.
Right before.
Bomb dropping.
Yeah. Bombing. Yeah, absolutely. My kids are kind of they're in that season where they want the answer then. However, ironically, when I ask them to do something like, get your shoes on for school because we have to leave in 2 minutes, then timing seems to go out the window with them. So, but that's how we are, right? When we want something, we want the timing to be then.
That is so true.
And that's our relationship with God too, right? When we want something and it's our agenda and it's our, we want it and we want it now. But then when God tells us to do something, sometimes we're like, well, I don't want to put my shoes on right now. Yeah. I want to continue to play with my fidget spinner. Yeah. But
I like what's going on right now.
That's what we do too. So I have to remind myself, wow, I do this with God too. Okay, so gotcha. So, you just kind of see life emulate, what is going on spiritually. So, yeah.
I call this our fast food generation. We live in such a fast food world, especially here in the West, that we want something, we can get it right now. We want something from Amazon, we can order it and it is there the next day. We want food, we can do a drive-through. So we're so used to getting what we want instantaneously that I think we really miss the waiting sometimes. There's such beauty in the waiting.
Well, and fast food, there's hardly any really healthy fast food. Convenience has taken out like the health
It really has
element and things. So I think that's when we want something now, when we want something fast, it's not always healthy to get that. Even Amazon makes, I can have it, with Prime, I can have it in 2 days, and you may impulse buy something because you can have it in that time. But, if I have to wait 10 days, 15 days for this, I'm not going to need it then. So there's an element of where waiting is a really, really good thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, we've talked about my book that I've written before, and in there we talk about some things about waiting and what I have gotten, the prizes that I've gotten because I chose to wait. And we're actually in a season right now. We sold one of our vehicles, and so we're down to one vehicle, which in our world is like, everybody has a vehicle. And but it's been interesting because instead of going out and going into more debt, we're waiting and just waiting to see what God has for us. And it is challenging, but it has also given me a hugely different perspective on what other people go through every day that don't have a vehicle.
Absolutely. And that's so important, is just to see other perspectives sometimes.
It really is.
And see where other people are coming from and seeing what we can learn while we're waiting. Sometimes we breathe a little more, sometimes we pray a little more, and really all those healthy things, and something taking a little bit longer
it's okay.
actually gives us, yeah. So if you're in that time of like waiting, you know, if it's all about the timing for you right now, just remember you can have fast food or you can have a from scratch meal that is healthy and nourishing. So
Watch
do
your
you want?
timing, yeah. Watch your
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, absolutely. And if this has helped you or can help someone that you know, please like and share.
Bye.
Bye, guys.